doing, Anita?
Hi, Greg.
Hey,
Holy moly, this weekend. I'm still riding the dragons.
hey.
Um, Interestingly, on Sunday I woke up and I was so clear and fresh, and we
Mhm.
finished Sunday and I was clear and open and all that. And I went to sleep, and on Monday I woke up and I was like, "Ooh, I feel tired."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes when you shift a lot internally, mentally, emotionally, even in your nervous system, like even like sometimes when you have like big fascial releases, it can make you like a little tired. It's part of it is a shift, and part of it is sometimes the adrenals come down a little bit, and when the adrenals come down, you realize like, oh, I'm way more tired than I was. Because the things like we always think of adrenals like activating because of like stress or an incident. And granted, you just went through a hurricane, so there's a huge reason why your adrenals would be up. But a big thing that we don't really ever think about, or I should say the general public, like when it comes to the adrenals, is fatigue. I mean, fatigue is a very big activator of adrenals, and it's not like they get super activated. They just keep doing this like slow activation, like low grade activation, and then it builds and it builds and it builds, and over a period of time they can become relatively activated, and then when you do something to calm them down, all of a sudden you're like, I'm exhausted, because you're not running on that adrenaline anymore. And so, it could be a shift, it could be the adrenals, but a little extra rest if you can for the next few days. And
yeah. But
even even
yeah, go.
teaching the class, like I needed a little extra rest because of the intensity of the class. I mean, it was all the way around.
It was full on. But the interesting thing is like my dreams, like all is bubbling up. There is just a lot of shifts. It's hard to put it into words. The stuff that
Mhm,
I see, feel, because I see things, but it's like in
mhm,
my dreams, I'm restless, I don't sleep well. And there was a lot of tension, a lot of pain. I mean, like my body was aching, but it's like I do a lot of lymphatics. So all I could feel is like I am purging.
mhm.
It's like my
You
whole.
always have a hard time sleeping, or just after this?
No, yes, after the class. I mean, I do, but I was just like, I'm going back to sleep. But it was the dreams are a bit kind of crazy,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
very,
That's because of the shifting. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I don't worry about that too much, but I was like achy, like my body achy, tired. And this morning I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so tired that I felt nauseous. And then I just kind of just sat with it. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. So I went outside and I sat and I had my coffee and I sat and I had a little cry, not too bad. And I felt better. And I talked to the nature and I felt better.
Hmm.
And I walked inside and then the pain was like lighter and better. My body felt better.
Okay.
Okay. It's just so anything for that. But I do have a question about.
I would say like let's have you maybe do a couple of drops of lemongrass internally 1 to 2 times a day.
Okay, how
Yeah.
long? Because I've been doing bay laurel every day for
Yeah, I
weeks.
I think the achiness. I think the lemongrass will target the achiness a little bit better, and
Oh,
and so I would say for 3 or 4 days.
okay. Because it's my marriage again, back up in the air. So there's
Hmm.
not just a hurricane, it's just all the stuff that the hurricane brought up.
Sure.
It's like, so there's a lot of stuff